Hello and welcome everybody, Farmer Donkey here. We are on the New American map and we are going to be doing the coffee challenge brought to us by Mama Bear Farming. So, what are the rules for this challenge? Well, let me go ahead and read those to you real quick. First rule is we have to start the game from Farm Manager with $100,000, which we do have. We're not allowed to take any loans. It's going to be on normal economy. And starting farm is yes or no. It doesn't matter. We opted to go ahead and take the starting farm. We're only allowed to use console mods, so no PC mods, just to make it fair and not being able to cheat money. We can lease or buy equipment if we so choose. In-game settings are however we want. And once we hit $20 million, have a farm with 3 fields and 1 animal barn, the coffee production going, and 1 food production, then we are done. So, with that in mind, I know Mama Bear said that the fields that we start with don't count towards having the fields, and I'm going to go ahead and count the cow barn as not counting as well. So we're going to want to buy another animal barn. Now, as far as settings go, as always for the challenge, I'm doing everything turned on except automatic engine start and AI is buying anything. So that is what we're going to do. We are going to be doing it on normal economy, just to kind of keep it around the same settings as everybody else that is doing this challenge. And of course, everybody's links are going to be in the description below. Definitely go check out their progress and see what they're doing on their farms. We are kind of starting a little late to this challenge, so these first couple episodes are going to be pretty fast-paced. As far as getting us going, I'll probably do a couple of months per episode just to see what we're going to do. We do have a wheat field that's ready to harvest, as well as a grass field that's ready to harvest. So we're going to go ahead and head out and get the wheat started as soon as I can figure out how do I get out of the farmyard. Like zoinks. All right. So it looks like we can come out the road here and head up just right here to our wheat field. We'll grab our header, get that going. It does look like we have a couple of fields ready to plant. We do have all of the DLCs installed on here as well. As far as our food production, I'm going with yogurt to go with my coffee. So that's going to be something that we're going to need to look at planting some kind of fruit for, whether it be a greenhouse fruit or a vine fruit to get going. I don't want to pay for AI right now. So we're going to go ahead and get our lines going for GPS, and we're going to be just harvesting away. Now, I did speak with Mama Bear personally about me being able to use easy dev controls just to turn my HUD on and off, to make it easier for me to take screenshots for our thumbnails or to make cinematics, and she said that was completely fine to do. So that's something that we will probably be doing here in the future. I don't currently have it installed, but I will probably be doing that here shortly, just to make sure we can get that nice thumbnail or those cinematics that we have come to start enjoying on this channel. Other than that, I will not be using any of the other features from that mod. So that is something that we will be keeping in mind. I will have that out on, but it will only be for removing the HUD. Now we only have 100,000, so I don't know what our best price, what month that is going to be for the wheat. I guess we already have 10,000 liters of wheat, but it gets sold in January. So, it does look like we have, looks like straw already on the field over there. So we'll be able to take that, put that in the cow pen. I think that's what we're going to want to do, starting off with our money, is going to go ahead and buy some cows. That way we can start getting, a little bit of milk from the cattle. And then we can kind of work up to feeding them the TMR. I do think that we'll start with some hay first, just to kind of keep their health a little bit up. But hopefully we should have silage within a month. So I probably should have started with that field as far as mowing, just to go ahead and get that going. I think we'll probably do, I think our cow pen holds 89 cows. So I think we'll start with 15 and kind of go from there. We will be cycling out cows and selling them as they get older. But yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and finish harvesting this field real quick, and we will see you guys all back here shortly after this intro.
Welcome to the Farmer Donkey Show, where the seeds are planted and the crops will grow. Grab your boots, let the good vibes flow. It's Farmer Donkey time. Let's go.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We are just about done harvesting up the wheat. We didn't get very much as far as yield. Most because this field needs plowed. It probably wasn't fertilized or taken care of properly, which is expected when we're just taking over this farm anyway. It does look like all the fields need plowed and really taken care of. So after we mow the grass, we're probably going to have to plow it up and replant it. This is what we have: October, November are growth months. Oh, September, October. I don't know. I think we'll probably wait until wait, when is the last planting month for grass? November. Okay, so yeah, we'll have September, October, November. We'll cut, plow, and replant, and then it'll grow. Yeah. It'll grow, we'll take root over the winter and then grow when we come back around the next calendar year. So we do have that done. We emptied the harvester once in between harvesting, and then that was it as far as that goes. All right. So we are done with the harvester for this year. We don't have anything else to harvest, at least on our fields. So I think that's what we'll go ahead and leave that with. Kind of thinking maybe we should get a different harvester, but that might be a little bit down the road. I don't want to park it where it was at. What all equipment do we have that we can kind of put elsewhere? Okay, so it looks like we got a feed mixer, plow, cultivator in here. I don't know if we have any space. Well, we could probably park it right there. I don't think that we really can use that for too terribly much, except for our bale storage anyway. So, yeah, I think we'll park the harvester over there in the kind of shed area there. It didn't give us a whole lot of storage on this farm. I do think we'll probably end up coming through and cleaning up the farm a little bit, getting rid of some of the stuff that we're not going to use. Oh, we do have a pressure washer. Well, let's use that real quick. Get it nice and clean. And you can see the water droplets there, so it's clean there. And then we wait for the water droplets again over here. All right, cool. We got ourselves a little puppy. I don't even know what the puppy's name is. I should probably find out, as we have our little farm dog now. Now, as far as mods are concerned, I don't have a whole lot already installed. I have the mods required for the map. I do have the production mods that I wanted. So we'll go real quick in here, and of course the one that's required. We're gonna go all the way down to the bottom. All the way down to the bottom. Okay, so we have our coffee production. And then we have our yogurt shop as far as productions, and that's going to be it. And then the rest, of course, that come with the DLCs. As far as animals, I did install the sheepfold mod. That is also a dairy as well, so we'll probably be using that. We're going to need a little bit more room, kind of expand on that. What is our doggo's name? Sparky. Okay. Well, we'll feed Sparky. And then we needed to go mow our hayfield real quick. We do have a tedder. Yes, and a small windrower. Okay. Yeah, completely doable. As I said, we're probably going to start off with a little bit of hay to go in the cattle pen immediately. We are going to need to probably do some TMR. So we will need a little bit more hay as well. And we don't have a huge field. Let me get my line set up here. All right. I haven't really thought about what kind of percentage we're going to want to do. I know as far as TMR is concerned, we can do a 50-50 blend of hay and silage. We do have some straw that we can kind of dilute with, but for the most part, we're going to want hay. So we will be doing a little bit more of that than anything. I do think eventually we will end up upgrading our mower a little bit to one that's not as offset to one side. Probably get one that can also do swathing as well, just to kind of ease when we do our silage pickups. Like I said, we do want to kind of do a 50-50 split. Actually, I might buy a silage bale or two just to get us started, to kind of get our cows producing milk right away. And with that in mind, yeah, we'll probably do a little bit more on the hay side of things. And then even if we have to buy silage for the first few months, we should get enough hay off of this cut to get us going. And then we can do the next cut of silage. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. And if not, we can always buy some more, I guess. So I mean, animals need fed. So, and I think the shop is actually just right there. So we got the gas station and the shop just right next to our farm, which is a great location for us. Again, more worried about feeding the animals right at the moment than pretty much anything else, as those are going to be our money makers. We also do need to see what we can do to get our coffee production down and get that running. She didn't say that contracts were off limits. We might look into doing a contract or two just to get the coffee going. I don't want to rely solely on contracts. It's a very kind of monotonous gameplay style. As you're kind of always depending on what other farmers need to get things going. And I want to, as soon as we can, get more self-reliant on everything. I mean, I could hire a AI worker to get the contracts going, and that way we're getting paid. I'm not sure why we went down $3. Is that from feeding the dog? Is other than that, I haven't done anything but do the work myself. Interesting. Doggo's already costing us money. But I mean, it's $3, so that's not too terribly bad. I was thinking about getting rid of anything on the farm that we're not going to use. Just kind of make some room. So we might do that. I think as far as getting going, we have the basics of anything we're going to need farm-wise to kind of run the actual farm side of it. But we do want to get going into our coffee business as soon as possible. I don't remember how expensive the coffee greenhouse is. I mean, we can easily squeeze one of those on our land already. And just try and see where we can do any kind of production as well. I did like how well, that was interesting. Okay. I thought I'd be on the other line of this, not this one specifically. Got it. We'll come back and fix that here in a minute. But actually, let's stop real quick and we're going to take a look. Okay. I needed to turn off autosave. I haven't yet. All right. So what do we own? We own field 6. What is that? 3, 2, and 83. Now, as far as kind of any open plots that we have, there's a little plot down here, 79. That's 90,000. That's 130 for that and 135 for that. So what I was thinking about is possibly doing it over here, because that gives us plenty of room to kind of expand on and growth for our operation. It gives us this little plot of land right here. I might have to clear out a few trees to kind of get our coffee shop right there on the street so people can come and access it. It's not too far from the farm, so when we do truck our milk, we can just boom right there. I do think that we are going to end up needing to expand our area as far as cattle, and that's one of the reasons why these 3 fields are very interesting to me. Just because they're the close proximity. If we do this one, we might have to clear out a few trees. Actually, let's visit it real quick. So there's not a whole lot of trees over here, kind of scattered throughout. We could definitely work with this. And it already has a nice little road and entrance here. Yeah. So we could put the coffee shop right in here. We can get our greenhouses in here. And then we can have like a bigger cattle farm over here. And our dairy as well. So like if we put like the coffee shop right here and then dairy on the other side of the road, that way people can get their yogurt and their coffee all in one stop. So I think that's what my plan is as far as that. Oh yeah, and this is nice and open, not a whole lot of trees to clear out. And we can get that going. So I think that's what we'll do. We just need to get the money to do so. Now, where are we going to get that money? I'm not really sure. Right now, our plan only requires us to have grass, and with a little bit of straw for our cattle bedding. So we don't really need a whole lot of harvestable crops, if those are going to be our sources of income for the challenge, is those specific, that's right, I kind of did half of this one. It doesn't really matter as long as we, which line are we going on? Come on, computer. All right. But yeah. So as long as we have the kind of one field for just straw every year, I think we should be fine. Go ahead and probably get rid of a few of these fields. So let's see. 6, actually, let me look at it. Okay. They all need lime, they need plowing. You know, 6 isn't a bad one for a hayfield, so we might keep that one. We'll probably sell 2 and 3 for now and keep 83. We might expand out. That's what we can get. Good grief. Oh no, we have to keep 2. Okay, because that's our farm. We can get 114 there. And 200 there. How many acres is this field? 5. So if we get rid of 83 and keep, we have to keep 2 because that's our farm. yeah, I think we'll get rid of 83, kind of get us started on the coffee itself. So once we get this mode, we'll sell this field. And then we will kind of get everything situated there. But I'm going to finish mowing the field, getting it baled up, getting some stuff, and then we will see you guys here in a few to see what we do. All right, welcome back, everybody. So as you can see, we are definitely a lot lower on money. We got liquid fertilizer, and we loaded up a water tank on our trailer to go down to our newly established greenhouses. We did end up selling field 83 just to get the money to go. We planted grass in 6, and we're planting it in 2. We're going to use 3 as our straw field to get started. We bought 10 adult cows to go ahead and start producing some milk and start reproducing our cows there. We also bought a roller just to make sure we can, one, get rid of the stones, since plowing only brings up small stones. So there's that. So we got a worker currently planting grass and another worker currently rolling out stones and the seeds. We still have to figure out how are we gonna fertilize the fields. We did spread lime out on our fields as well. But I'm hoping, definitely hoping that we get some income from our coffee production. We don't have quite enough money to, well, roast the coffee beans, but we did get a few greenhouses put down. That's why we got 6 containers of fertilizer, and then of course our small water barrel, because we did put down a water source down here as well, just to kind of get started and get everything situated. We are running pretty low on funds, but I think we'll be okay. I do need to go ahead and mix up some cow feed. I guess we do start with some bales in the shed, so that kind of saved us there. We got 4 bales of silage to go ahead and get us started. So we're going to be good there. So hopefully 3 greenhouses can get us going pretty good. We're going to go ahead and unload here. Oh, I should have unstrapped everything and then unloaded. That one right there looks like it's about to fall off. But yeah, I got 2 containers of liquid fertilizer. Go ahead and go into each of our 3 greenhouses, and we'll see how well those produce. We might end up having to make several trips here, just to... I didn't bring a weight. Barely got a hold of it. There we go. But yeah, didn't bring a weight, so I think we should be able to get one in each of them. Is this where it goes in? Do I need to... I hope I can do this without a trailer. I might not be able to. Or does it go in? No, because that's an unload trigger. Hmm. Does it go around into the back? Let's see. All right. Well, I think I'm going to get this figured out. And fill up the greenhouses. But I think this is where we're going to go ahead and end the episode. Between episodes, I'm going to go ahead and feed the cows and get these filled up. And we will see you guys here in the next episode. So until next time, peace.